Hey, everybody. I wanted to take a break from some of the normal stuff that I do and talk a little bit about how crazy things are right now. A lot of people I know, and myself included, are pretty stressed out about the political stuff, the economic things, the things going on in this country. I want to talk a little bit about a few things that I've been doing to help balance things out a bit and reduce some of that stress. One of the things that I'm doing is that I'm taking breaks from keeping track of everything that's going on. That's a real easy way to step away from it. Turn off notifications on my phone. I've got those turned off already. I avoid watching the news, watch some different things, and just take a step away from it for a day or two a week, if not 2 or 3 days. In that vein, I'm stepping away from looking at that kind of incendiary stuff. We all know what it is. We see it on social media a lot. We can see it on particular news channels too, where it produces an emotional response immediately, and like a call to action and fear or anger. Just kind of step away from that kind of programming and look at things, coverage from outside the United States. I've said this before, but oftentimes looking at BBC programming or DW to keep up on the news really can help smooth off those edges and give you a better perspective on some of the things that are happening. Talking to trusted friends about things. So, and not just what's going on in the world, but what's just happening in regular everyday life. That is a great opportunity to, reinforce friendships. And, sometimes people need to talk through stuff, and that's fine. But other times it's nice just to talk about, hey, I heard this band's going on tour, or are you going to this show coming up, or have you watched this TV show? Whatever it is. Just talking about regular human stuff is also a great way to take some of the heat out of things. Another thing, and this goes to kind of the economic chaos that we're seeing and are likely to see more of, to make sure my finances are in a good place. If you've got a credit card I need to pay off, get it done. Cut some expenses, now's a good time to do that. I've gone through a process of doing that over the last year, and it certainly is one of the better decisions that I've made. I've made some stupid ones in my life. This one was actually seemed to be pretty smart. Sort of unconsciously prescient also. Next thing I would say is practicing self-care is really important. And how do I do that? It could be something entirely different from how you approach it. I exercise pretty much every day for about 30 minutes. That takes the heat out of a lot of things and seems to help me deal with a lot of the stress of what's been going on. I walk my dog every day. He likes that a lot, and then he's a lot less annoying also. I've been doing transcendental meditation. I'm up to 11 minutes a day. So I started off, it wasn't very successful because my brain was just going all over the place, think a lot, and getting it down to where I could do it for 11 minutes and only think maybe 3 minutes out of that time. Not too shabby. I can tell when I don't do it. I don't do anything perfectly. I don't exercise every single day, even though I would like to. I don't always do that. I pretty much walk my dog every day, and I don't do transcendental meditation every day. There's days where it's just like, I'll do that later, and then I forget. Other ways to practice self-care would be things like listening to music, or if you play an instrument, trying to learn a song, working on art, whatever it is that you really enjoy, take it some time out and work on that. Nobody's going to look back and be like, wow, you wasted a lot of time doing that stuff. And don't listen to those voices in your head or externally that say that self-care is something that you should prioritize behind everything else in your life. It is important, and it helps me be more efficient. And if the things that I mentioned are not the things that you would do whatever it is that you feel is best for you. Absolutely. The next thing I would say is that see opportunities to help out with other folks that you know or in your community. Be in community. Go find people and hang out. That can be hard. It's always been hard, but see what kinds of things you can do to add to folks' lives around you to the best that you can, as often as you can. I participate in a number of community groups, and those have been a great help to me, and I have many friends in these groups too. Very helpful in times like this. And finally, I would say if you're really struggling with stuff, professional help is not a bad thing. Going to see a counselor, going to see a psychologist if you need to. These things are absolutely, completely legitimate. Sam, excuse you, to help you have that sort of balance in your life. And we've all heard of like Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I'm not a sociologist or a psychologist, so I don't know if those things are any good anymore, but it seems like what I've just described hits to some degree on all of those things. Do the best you can with what you got. Stick with your friends, be close to family. We'll all get through this together. Thanks a lot. Hope you're having a great day. Talk to you soon.